Here in Nashville, the city and its schools, like so many in America, are still struggling with the COVID pandemic. Although younger children became eligible for the vaccine this week, there is resistance here as elsewhere, as many kids and teachers are having trouble in the classroom. Nearly 2 years into the pandemic, and school districts across the nation are still struggling with mask mandates, pandemic learning loss, and staffing shortages.
Our parents have been tremendous partners to us.
Dr. Adrienne Battle is the director of schools here in Nashville, and she is now facing yet another hurdle in the fight against COVID in the classroom.
Vaccinations now available for elementary age kids. How does that affect you guys?
It affects us tremendously. We'll be partnering with our local health department to provide opportunities for our students, our youngest learners, to be vaccinated. It gives us an opportunity to really think what it's going to take to keep our students safe and keeping the core focus where it needs to be. And that focus right now should be on learning for our students and their social emotional learning space.
Tennessee's vaccination rate is low compared to other states. Less than half the population here is fully vaccinated. So hesitancy among parents to get their children vaccinated is a concern. Lauren Lowry covers education for our affiliate WSMV.
I know the district is starting to roll out these events. It'll be interesting to see how many parents buy into it, right? The early polling is showing that less than 30% of people are actually going to get their kids vaccinated.
Earlier this year, Nashville was a litmus test for the nation.
We were one of the first school systems in the country to go back to school in early August. What would your superpowers be?
Jamie Walensky wasn't sure what to think when her daughters, Iris and Eloise, stepped back into their classrooms.
When I first sent the girls back to school, I felt like I was sending them out into the wild, wild west.
Jamie and the girls adjusted, but
I do feel like they're starting a little bit behind, but I will tell you that I feel like everyone is. The whole country is going to see this generation have to adapt to learning and education in a different way.
More than 97% of educators reported some learning loss over the past year when compared to the previous year. At the end of the 2020-21 school year, students were on average 4 months behind in reading and 5 months behind in math.
Have you been able to quantify the learning loss as a result of all this?
What we've been able to identify is that their progress was not what we would like to see year over year.
Mary Holden has been teaching English for 19 years.
I'm more concerned with the loss in social emotional areas. School started and we're seeing a lot of really immature behaviors.
Just one more hurdle in an already tense environment.
This year has turned out to be the most challenging of my career. We are being stretched in ways that I did not anticipate. Everyone's expecting things to be normal, and it's not normal. We actually need a lot more support.
What are you doing for teachers who feel that they're being stretched too thin?
We're layering in additional social emotional learning for our adults, not just our students, but our adults, addressing their mental health needs as well.
Despite it all, Mrs. Holden still loves teaching.
When you are in your classroom and your door is closed and you're with your students, that's the highlight of my day.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.